So, election's done. It is what it is. I have a message for all of the people that got elected last night. Every single MP that is now going to be heading off to Ottawa to create our parliament. The Canadian people, we're very divided right now. That is very evident, all right? We've got a lot of people that voted right, a lot of people that voted left. But the one thing that I think we can all agree on right now is that we are all stressed, we are all scared, and we are all very fucking tired of not being able to afford some of the most basic things in our lives. Grocery prices have gone up. Rents are no longer affordable. Homes are practically impossible for some of us to afford. This country is facing a huge problem. And then you tack Donald Trump and his tariffs on it. Oh my God. We had problems before. We are going to have massive problems ahead. There are a lot of people who don't know if they are going to have a job, find a job. There are a lot of people who don't know if they're going to be able to pay their rent this month. There's a lot of people who don't know whether they're going to be able to put food on the table. There are people that right now cannot afford their rent, that cannot afford their food. Yes, there are long lines at the food banks. There are long, lines, waits for affordable government housing. There are people that are suffering in poverty. Now, this is not all a federal problem. So, honestly, if you're a provincial member of parliament, or a legislation, whatever the hell you guys call yourselves in your province, you should be listening too, because this is important. Canadians need you guys to put all of your shit aside. Yes, Canada is divided, but the people that are working for us in government should not be anymore. You guys need to sit down, put your bullshit aside, and start working for Canadians, because we fucking elected you all last night. You work for us. And I don't care if your leader is upset because he didn't win and he didn't get to be prime minister, even though he's wanted to be prime minister since he wrote an essay back when he was a teenager. I don't care. His bullshit is what was keeping us from moving forward in the first place. The constant calling of vote of non-confidence has to stop. You all guys have to sit down and start working together, because Canada is not going to go anywhere. We are not going to get any better if you guys don't start working together. There have been so many times that the Conservatives have voted against things that would have made Canada better. And it's not going to happen this time. It is not. Because we're going to be watching and we are going to be paying attention. Because right now, we are looking at a potential recession. There are going to be jobs lost. There are going to be people that are going to lose a lot of money. We are all fucking scared right now because we know what's coming. Now, Canada, thankfully, just voted a very smart gentleman that has dealt with 2 recessions and managed to pull Canada, with a smart government that worked together well, managed to, keep us pretty good and pulled us out of that recession a lot faster than most countries came out of that global recession. Now, unfortunately, second time around, he had a dumb government. They went ahead with Brexit and he fucked themselves over. But he warned them. He was the smart guy that said, no, don't do this. So now that we've got this smart guy in charge, I would hope that you guys sit down and work with him and his people in order to get us through this recession that's coming up. And not only do we want you guys to work with them so we get out of this recession unscathed, we want to come out better. Because Canadians were already having problems before Donald Trump started with his bullshit. And I think the one thing that Canadians can agree on right now is that we need to make things better. We need to think things affordable. We need to make it so that people can buy houses again, that people can afford the rent, that food prices will come down. All right? And if you guys don't fucking work together, that's not going to happen. Again, I don't care what side of the aisle you are sitting on, because right now we all are Canadians. And the only thing that is going to matter at the end of the day is not whose side won what or whatever. It's what is going to happen to Canada. We don't want to end up like what's happening in the United States. People are terrified down there. People are losing their benefits, they're losing their jobs, everything is going up in price. And that is just the reality of it. I don't care what warped little MAGA brain you might have. That is the reality of what is going on down there. We don't want that in Canada. So you guys need to put all your bullshit aside and start doing the job that Canadians elected you for. Because it doesn't matter who won what, who did what, it doesn't matter what side you're on. All we care about is making things more affordable. That is why I voted in the people that I voted in. That's why everybody else voted for who they voted for. Everybody voted to make Canada more affordable. And yeah, some people voted Conservative, some people voted NDP, Bloc, whatever. But we all voted for the same reasons. So that is your job. That is the only fucking job that you guys have ahead of you, is to make Canada better for Canadians. So go forth and start working together. Because if we in government can't fucking work together, what hope do we have as a country?